Dr. Santanu Sen.
Thank you very much, sir. Before I draw the kind attention of Honorable Minister through you, I would like to thank the Chair for giving importance to 4 ministries. As for example, Ayush, taken up by Professor Ram Gopal Yadav ji by Samajwadi Party, Home by Indian National Congress, MSAP by Trinamool Congress, and another ministry by BJP. My humble submission will be, we should look into the fact that 2 ministries can be completed in this session and the rest 2 in the coming session, so that all 4 ministries can be covered in 2019. Sir, it is really good to see that we are getting the budget, ministerial budget approved by the standing committee, which is really a good practice. Sir, as a member of parliament, it seems to me sometimes that it's a fight between India and UPA. But to me, it's not a fight between India and UPA, sir. It is a question of glory. It is a question of heritage of parliament. Sir, as I have already told earlier during my previous speeches, that the hard reality is the present government has already made a record of bringing up ordinances. And you have to appreciate that during the year 1993 to 2003, almost all the bills used to be scrutinized. Now, for the period of 2004 to 2014, the number came down. And to be very truthful to ourselves, we have to appreciate for the last year between 2018 and 19, the situation is worse, sir. We have to admit it. Now let us come to the main points regarding Ayush. Sir, as you know that this Ayush ministry was formed in the year 2014. What was the idea of this formation of ministry? Principally, the ideas were policy formulation, implementation of programs, and of course propagation of Ayush systems of healthcare. Sir, if we go by the national sample survey, you will see that 5 to 7% population of the entire country, they go for the treatment of Ayush. And most surprisingly, urban men take more advantages of it than urban rural men. And on the contrary, the people who are living in the rural area, the rural women, they do believe less on Ayush in consideration to the urban women, sir. Sir, how it was regulated? Sir, initially it was regulated by Indian Medicine Central Council Act 1970, based on which Central Council of Indian Medicine was formed, and Homeopathy Central Council Act 1973, based on which Central Council of Homeopathy was formed. Later on, Niti Aayog, which replaced the Planning Commission, they had some idea in their mind and they put forward certain observations. Number 1, lack of qualified persons regulating Ayush. Number 2, substandard curriculum of doctors. Number 3, varied standards of undergraduate and postgraduate levels. Number 4, absence of transparency in the process of inspection and in the process of sanctioning grants. And number 5, of course, low quality of teaching and training staff skills. They noticed there was a conflict of interest. Doctors regulating doctors and those who were on the chair of regulators, they used to have, many of them used to have their own institutions. So of course there was a conflict of interest there. Now there was a recommendation of certain committees. The regulators should be appointed through an independent and transparent selection process by search committee. Sir, it was later on realized, though there are 5 systems in Ayush, but there were only 2 regulatory bodies, CCIM and CCH. So it was proposed that 5 independent autonomous bodies should exist to regulate these 5 systems of Ayush, sir. Sir, so far the admission system is concerned, it was expected to be on merit basis and through common exam and by all India exam. But the hard reality is, it could not be implemented till date, sir. And so far my knowledge goes, the capitation fees while getting admission in several Ayush medical colleges, it vary like anything in several states, sir. Sir, National Ayush Mission, NAM, it was notified in the year 2014. The idea was to increase the number of Ayush hospitals and dispensaries across the country based on the population of the particular states. The approach target was 1100-750 primary health center, community health center and district hospital per year to be catered. But the hard reality is, if you go by the result of 2017 and 2018, it is only 4555, much below even the 50% of the of our target, sir. So far the number of doctors are concerned, as per 2017, total registered Ayush doctors were 773,668, only 2.9% increase in comparison to 2016. Sir, if you compare with 2008 to 2017, you will be surprised to see in the period of 2008 to 2017, there was a decrease in 6.4% of Ayurveda doctors across the country, though we must appreciate there was an increase of 145% of yoga naturopathy doctors in our country, sir. Sir, amongst the doctors who are practicing Ayush, Ayurveda is being practiced by 55.4%, homeopathy is being practiced by 36.8%, Unani, it is being practiced by 6%, Siddha, it is being practiced by 1.1%, and Yoga Naturopathy, it is being practiced by 0.3% only. Sir, there was a quality control index, quality control of Ayush drugs. It was supposed to be done by drug control cell. But to be very honest, sir, it has not been working very sincerely. As of January 2018, it is said that this number of fund has been given to each and every state. But the Standing Committee on Health and Family Welfare, they recommended that the amount that is given to each and every state is much below than that which is required for each and every state to promote this Ayush system everywhere, sir. Sir, if we come to the drug laboratory centers, there are 29 state drug laboratories and 47 state pharmacies. On the contrary, there are 55 private laboratories and 8667 number of private pharmacies. What does it reflect? People who are interested, to get Ayush treatment, they are being forced to go to the private sectors and they have to pay from their own pocket, sir. This is very unfortunate for our country. Sir, the Standing Committee recommendation was there should be at least one public sector laboratory in each state, which is not existing as of now. Sir, let us come to the advertisement part of Ayush drugs. Sir, there was an organization called GAMA, that is Grievance Against Misleading Advertisement. By the Consumers Affairs Department, it was launched. Drug Control Cell, in collaboration with this ASCI, which stands for Advertisement Standard Council of India, Drug Control Cell was supposed to look into all these misleading advertisement. But if you go to all the newspapers, if you go through the electronic medias, you will be surprised to note that many such misleading advertisements are still taking place as of now, sir. So far the data is concerned, in 2016 to 2018, 1,109 misleading advertisement has been reported. And in 2017 to 2018, this ASCI has dealt with another 960 new complaints. Year-wise, in 2016, the complaint was 2,204. In 2017, it was 547. In 2018, it is 358. So in last 3 years, 1,109 misleading advertisements have taken place, sir. So far the research work is concerned, as you know, research is an integrated part of this Ayush system. Rather, it should be considered as a must. But unfortunately, the fund that has been given by the present government for the research purpose is much below than the required amount, sir. The government must take this thing into consideration. Ministry has formed 5 autonomous research councils. My question before Honorable Minister is, what these councils are doing? what are the outcomes of the research works in our country in the field of Ayush, sir? Sir, let us come to the state-wise list of Ayush doctors. As of now, I must tell you, it is according to the data available in the public domain, published in 2017, 1st January. Sir, just listen to me very carefully. Ayurveda doctors. We are talking about Ayush. Ayush starts with Ayurveda. There is no Ayurveda doctor in Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Andaman Nicobar, Chandigarh, Dadra Nagar Haveli, Goa Daman Diu, Lakshadweep and Puducherry. These states are totally deprived of Ayurveda doctors. You for Unani, why for yoga naturopathy? Only Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Tamil Nadu, only these 6 states are having yoga naturopathy doctors. Rest states are deprived, sir. Sir, let us come to Unani. No doctor of Unani in Assam, Goa, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Andaman, Chandigarh. Let us come to Siddha. You will be shocked to know only Siddha doctors are available in Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Only these 3 states are having Siddha doctors. Sir, homeopathy, no doctor in Manipur, Sikkim, Andaman, Goa Daman Diu, Lakshadweep and Puducherry. Sir, state-wise, state pharmacy level, sir, it is 0 in Delhi. Can you believe it? It is just 0 in Delhi.
Please conclude, Dr. Singh.
Just one more minute, sir. Sir, I absolutely endorse the deliberation of Jairam Rameshji. Sir, these Ayush doctors, there is no sufficient provision of job for them, no sufficient budgetary allocation by our present government, and the horrible part of the story, the terrifying part of the story is bridge course. Instead of giving sufficient effort to promote each and individual system of this Ayush, the present government is trying to promote mixopathy and crosspathy. Sir, I am an MBBS doctor. I have gone through MBBS course. If I am asked to go through a bridge course of 6 months, and if I am asked to practice homeopathy, or if I am asked to practice Ayurveda, you just simply imagine what type of doctor I will be at the end of the day. So my suggestion will be before the Honorable Minister, if you want to promote each and individual system of this Ayush, you should be more careful, more budgetary allocation should be there, and rather don't go for crosspathy and mixopathy. You try to open more and more medical colleges of each and every system.
Thank you
very much.